Yoga Fusion, I'm Judith. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're glad you are here. So this class is, in case you were wondering and worrying, the only prop you really need is a chair, preferably no arms and definitely no wheels on the chair. So this is a nice, stable metal folding chair, which works very nicely since we, might want to move side to side in the chair. So no arms is preferable. Now, the other option also is if should you have these props available and want to have them available, feel free. And if you don't have them, don't worry, because we can offer modifications and substitutes. So if you have a yoga strap available, wonderful. If you don't, you could use a scarf or a belt, a dog leash, or a bathrobe tie to assist. And then the other props you might have available and might want to have handy are yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, you could use 2 bottles, water bottles, or 2 canned goods of equal size and weight as substitutes. But again, if you don't have them, no worries at all. And the last optional bit here is that if you've been working out for a while and you want a little more challenge, you might want to add a set of hand weights, but here again, totally optional. This is a set of 1-pounders. This is a set of 2-pounders. Nothing heavier than 2 pounds for this class, all right? So I'm going to put this chair off to one side. A lot of these can be done in the chair should you have problems standing for long periods. So don't hesitate to adjourn to the chair if you need to. So we're going to start standing, and we're going to take the feet maybe shoulder width apart. Move the chair still a little bit. The toes can point out about 30 degrees. And what we're going to just start here is just start swinging some arms here. So you're just moving those arms like empty coat sleeves. We're getting some blood flow moving now into the body, just alerting it that we're going to wake it up. So as you shift from side to side, you might want to lift that opposite heel or not. And once you get the arms and legs moving in a coordinated way, you can look over that shoulder to the wall behind you. So you're giving a nice gentle squeeze to the spine here, and that's going to help keep that spine supple and lots of blood flow and chi, life force moving through the spine, breathing. So nice twist of the spine as you looked over the shoulders for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. You might want to have a soft fist here or the heel of the hand, and you're going to tap right under that collarbone, the clavicle. So a nice little tap there, and that's the lung point, the top point in the front. And you're standing tall and you're shifting the weight side to side. Breathing for 4, 2, 3, and 1. Now you're going to pat yourself on the shoulder. That's the back point of the lung. Don't forget that twist as you look over the shoulder for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now we're going to corkscrew back to center very slowly, unwinding. And let's take the feet now directly under the hips. So where that femur bone plugs into the hip socket, that's hip distance. So this is not hip distance. This would be more hip distance. And you might want to place your hands either on the waist or on the hip crease. And we're going to start circling the hips. Get some little blood flow action going in the hips and the low back, which can get nice and tight from hours of sitting and driving and hunching over computers, et cetera, et cetera. So, and then once you get into this movement, maybe you want to add some torso action as well, or maybe you want to keep it fairly neutral. Just imagine you're on the inside of a barrel and you're going to hit each spot on that inside of the barrel, the 360 degrees. Let's go the other direction now. This direction might feel different than the other way. So you're just going to notice how that feels, and there's no judgment, all right? So let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's corkscrew back to center. Roll some shoulders now. Yeah. This could be a nice little wake-up routine you could do when you first get up in the morning. Just hip circles, shoulder circles. Swing those arms around. Let's do this a few more times in this direction. Nice and gentle. Try not to race through it. Let's go the other way now. And maybe you want to keep the arms neutral, but maybe you want to add some arms in as well. Nice and easy for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's just come back to center now. Not big inhale up. Knees are soft. Fingers stretch to the sky. Exhale, press the air down by the side of the body. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale, blow it out. Inhale up. Exhale, press. 2 more. Inhale. Big full breath. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take those arms back up to the sky. And keeping those feet grounded, the 4 corners of each foot, you're going to climb that imaginary rope. Oh. So you're giving a nice touch to the intercostal muscles that attach to those side ribs. And the idea here is to keep the chest squared to the front of your space or the long edge of your mat, as long as you're not torquing off to one side. Couple more, just like this, giving us a nice stretch. And then bringing that back down, interlace the fingers together, press the palms away. Inhale up. Exhale, just a slight rounding of the spine on this. Arms come just in front of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, press. Let's do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and stretch out those fingers, and 1. Palms go back up to the sky. Let's unlace the fingers, and let's just have the palms face the earth. The arms are parallel to the earth, and maybe the legs want to come a little bit wider here. You're going to slide the rib cage to the right here. So the thing initiating the movement is the rib cage. Slide it to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale as you slide side to side. Breathing for 8, 7, 6, isolating the ribs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Same thing, rib cage moving, but now you're tilting to the right. Back to center. A little teeter-totter to the left. Nice and easy. Again, it's the ribs only doing the movement. Arms are fixed. Indeed, they are. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Arms stay out. Soft fists with the hands. The elbows are fixed point. Inhale, bend the elbows. Exhale, stretch the arms away. Open the chest. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 8, 7, or as many as you can manage. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh boy, float it down, triple slow time. Imagine the arms are floating down through honey. Slow descent and just shake it out. Let's go back to that arm swinging just to shake out the shoulders. And I forgot to mention it's okay to say ow. We're all muted, so it feels good to let out sound, let out sound. Very nice. Now, let's go ahead, and I'm going to use the chair as a support just to help with balance. And we're going to focus on our feet to start out with. Let's just start lifting the right heel and then pressing it down. Lifting left heel, press it down, and you're lifting and pressing. Side to side, you're standing tall, crown of head lined up with your tailbone. Breathing, shoulders rolled forward, up, back, and down, so the chest is open. Little petals for 8, 7, 6, 5. Maybe you want to speed it up. 4, maybe you don't. 3, 2, 1. Let's pedal some more. And if you want to go double time or not. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it down nice and gentle. Let's take the right heel up one more time. And you're going to circle those ankles. So it's the ankle joint initiating the movement. The knee and the thigh just go along for the ride. Getting some blood flow into those extremities, the lower, those toes, and the foot. Let's go the other direction as you're standing tall on the supporting left leg. Big full breath. And then let's just corkscrew down and just take the heel back to earth. Lift the left heel now. Same idea, standing tall on the supporting right leg. Maybe you want to put hands on hips or hip crease, or maybe a finger or two on the back of the chair. Nice and gentle. Let's go the other direction. And using that breath as a mantra, a meditation. So if you find the mind wandering, just return to the breath. Now let's go ahead and bring that back down. The feet again are still under the hips, and just start little rocks. Just don't even lift any part of the foot. You're just going to rock the weight forward. You're going to rock the weight back, forward and back. And now noticing where that fulcrum is in the center of the foot. And then once you get more comfortable with this motion, this movement, you're going to rock back on the heels and maybe lift up the toes. As you go forward on the toes, you're going to lift up the heels. If you want to use that chair for a touchstone, go right ahead. Otherwise, hands to hips. And we're breathing and rocking here. Let's do 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now, maybe you want to add some arms, but maybe you don't. You decide what works for you. Deep, full breaths for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Just coming back down to center, slowly returning back to center. Very nice. The feet can come maybe a little bit wider now, shoulder width apart. Let's keep the toes pointing forward. This will be hands on hips once again, and the knees will always track over the toes. So it's a little baby squat. Inhale, bend. The heels stay grounded. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Torso stays upright. Exhale, straighten. Let's do 8. Maybe add arms. 7. Maybe not. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Let's stay down in that squat on 1. Little pulses here. Little tiny pulses. It doesn't have to be a huge movement. You're going to your optimum stretch here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's come on up. Arms come around the body and interlace fingers back behind the body. Now, if your hands don't meet, this is a great spot for that strap I mentioned earlier. You could take the hands along a shortened version of the strap and work your hands together over time, not necessarily the next 5 minutes, all right? And if that's not available, then just palms facing the midline, and you can move with that, all right? So otherwise, interlace fingers, stretch the arms away. So you're opening that chest. You can gently tuck the chin. Let's go ahead and draw the fists over to that right hip. So I'm resting those two hands on that right hip, and the chest is still square to the front of your space or that long end of your mat. Big stretch for that left shoulder girdle. Couple of deep, full breaths right here. And then coming back down through center, those fists rest now on the right hip. Here again, try not to torque off to the left. See if you can keep that chest squared. Couple of deep, full breaths, a big stretch for your right shoulder there. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take the arms back to center now. The arms are still stretching away. Resist the temptation to just rest them there. No, just stretch them away. And let's take the feet a little bit wider this time. You might want to stay right here, stretching it, or tuck the chin and come into your first forward fold, perhaps of the day, but maybe not. You decide. The arms will go as far as they're willing to go. And let's just shake the head yes and shake the head no. Maybe adding some horse lips, some Mr. Ed lips. And maybe a little rock here from side to side. Absolutely. If you need more support, you could do this facing the seat of a chair, so that seat of the chair is available to you should you need it for balance or extra support. Little rocks from side to side here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Back to center. Unlace the fingers. Maybe the hands come to the earth. Maybe they don't go that far. If you have a block, you could put your hand on a low block, or you could put a hand on the seat of the chair as you face the chair, so you decide. So right hand directly underneath the face on the earth, or on a block, or on the seat of a chair. Inhale. Exhale. Left arm goes straight up to the sky. Little bends in that left knee here, and little pulses into that left hip. A standing twist. If that top arm is too much, just float it down onto the sacrum and let it hang out there. And you're looking over the left shoulder, more or less, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Top hand comes down. Now the left hand is directly underneath the face, either on the earth or on a low block, or maybe on the seat of a chair. Inhale, exhale, right arm floats up to the sky, or maybe to the sacrum, and that right knee tracks over the right set of toes. Little pulses into that right hip for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That top hand comes down, and now hands can come to the thighs, one hand to each thigh. The back will still stay flat, and you lead through the crown of the head as you stack the bones, stack the bones, stack the bones, rolling up to standing. Legs can come back close together. And let's take one hand on heart, one hand on belly, and just allow the eyes to drop closed, and noticing how you feel. Noticing where the energy may have moved in the body, heart beating, blood flowing, chi moving throughout the system. Taking a few deep breaths right here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. We've warmed the legs and the arms a bit now, so I'm being close to my chair here. I'm going to shift the weight into that right leg, all right? So here you're going to lift that left leg up, maybe to to waist height, no farther. And this is like a half crane. This is crane pose in yoga. So the leg is forward on this, and you've got your little crane wing out here on the side, and you're breathing. Maybe you want to try to let go, but maybe not. You decide. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's dangle that lower leg now, just like the pendulum of a clock. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's drop that down nice and slow. Shake out the legs. All right. I'm going to go to the other side now of the chair. So you're shifting all the weight into that left leg. Right leg flows up to the waist height, maybe. Half of your crane wing right here. Maybe you want to go for 2 crane wings or not. For 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to dangle the lower leg on that crane, your little crane legs. And you're breathing. You're standing tall on the supporting left leg. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's float that leg down. Shake it out. Shake it out. Very nice. Let's go to sit in the chair. And I'm going to grab blocks. Optional. Blocks are optional, so don't panic. And then I'm going to grab some weights. Also optional. Don't panic again. All right. So I'd recommend sitting in more towards the front half of the chair seat as opposed to collapsing in the back of the chair. All right. So I've got a weight in 2 hands here, but if you don't have a weight, you can interlace the fingers and you can do this. All right. So you decide what works for you. We're going to inhale, those arms go up straight, and then we're going to inhale, bend, exhale, straighten, inhale, bend, exhale, straighten. For 8, sitting tall, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's straighten those arms, float them down each other just in front of the chest, nice and slow. And then I'm going to take my 1 weight and I'm going to interlace my fingers. You can do this without weights. And we're going to start stirring that invisible cauldron, prepping for Halloween here. So you can throw in your secret ingredients. Oh, just stretch those arms as far forward as you can. You're engaging those abdominals so you're nice and grounded on the seat of the chair. Let's go the other direction. Inhale, exhale as you return to the back. Inhale, front, exhale, back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's just come back now to center. I'm going to put the weight off to one side. And now everybody's legs go super wide, and you're sitting more towards the front of the seat of the chair as opposed to collapsing to the back of the chair. So we're going to inhale, exhale, cross that right shoulder in the direction of the left knee, and you're looking over the left shoulder to the wall behind you. Come back up to center. Inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder to right knee. Inhale, center. And we'll just slowly go from side to side, getting that feel of twisting and squeezing. Like you're taking a wet washcloth and you're wringing out water. That's what these twists accomplish for those internal organs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Next time you go over to the left, stay there. Left forearm can come to left thigh, and the right hand is pressing into that soft part of the right thigh. The right thigh is pressing into the hand. So you have an isometric move here on the right. You're twisting and looking over the left shoulder to the wall behind you for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back to center slowly, slowly. Inhale. Exhale, left shoulder over to the right knee. That left hand is going to press into the soft part of the thigh, avoid the knee joint. And so the hand presses into the thigh presses into the hand, and you're looking in that seated twist over your right shoulder to the wall behind you for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Floating back up to center, nice and slow. Shake everything out. Let's walk the legs closer together. This is nice. If you have the blocks here, you can put the blocks in front of you, but if you don't have them, we'll get a modification for that, all right? So we cross right ankle over top of the left thigh, not the knee joint, just that nice meaty part of the thigh right there above the knee. That top right foot is flexed, and you're just going to take your right hand and just gently pulse into that soft part of the thigh. You're sitting tall and just getting some more synovial fluid pumping into that right hip. So you're breathing, you're sitting tall, staying calm and relaxed, gently. And then bringing that to stillness, I'm going to slide the right forearm under the right calf. The other hand can grab the foot, and now you're going to rock your baby here. Naming is optional. So you can either go side to side, or you might want to circle. And if you decide to circle, be sure you circle in both directions. And then bringing that to stillness, let's replace that ankle right on top of the left thigh. You're going to keep that top right foot flexed, and you're going to externally rotate the top right foot. Inhale, float the arms up, shoulders drop away. Exhale with a flat back, and you're going to reach forward. You're grounding through the sit bones as you're reaching through with those fingertips. Maybe the hands go to the earth. Mine don't. You have blocks, maybe they want to go to blocks. And if that's not an option, you can grab opposite elbow and try not to collapse with the torso over here. So crown of head still lines up with tailbone, and you've got that top foot flexed, externally rotated, which means you should feel a nice tug there in that right hip area. And I like little rocks from side to side to open it up. Breathing for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, and then taking the hands on the thighs, not the knee joint, you're going to float yourself up. You should have really felt that on that right hip. Let's unwind this leg. Let's go ahead and just take the hand on top of the knee here and just circle to get out any kinks that might have crept in there. And then we're going to circle the other way. Breathing. And then bringing this to stillness, take the right forearm behind the back of the right thigh. I'll do this in profile. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, sitting tall for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh boy, float it down, rebend, float that foot down, shake out the legs. Good idea. And now just notice before we go to the other side, how does the right side feel? How does the left side feel? Just taking a little survey there. Let's go ahead and cross left ankle over top of right thigh. Left ankle over top of right thigh. That top foot is flexed, and you're going to take your left hand. You're just going to pulse in the soft part of the thigh, not the knee joint. Avoid the knee joint. And just sitting tall here, abdominals are tucked in, shoulders drop away from ears, breathing. Couple more little pulses. And let's bring that to stillness. Let's take the left hand. The forearm slides underneath the left calf. You can grab the foot with the other hand, and you're going to rock the other baby now. If you want to name the twin, you can do that. Maybe it's side to side, east to west. Maybe it's circling. We're still pumping synovial fluid into the hip girdle. And reverse your circling when you find the opportunity. And then bringing that to stillness, you're going to place that ankle right back on top of that right thigh. Top left foot is flexed. Top left foot is externally rotated, so you should immediately feel it here in that left hip. Right foot is grounded, arms float up to the sky, shoulders drop away from ears. Inhale, exhale, going forward, forward, forward. Maybe your hands reach the earth on this side, but maybe they don't. Maybe they want to go to the blocks. And if they don't have blocks and you can't reach the earth, grab opposite elbows. And you're going to hang out here. Maybe it's a static press, but maybe little rocks from side to side might feel yummy. You decide. Try not to let the head dangle. It's still lined up with your tailbone. Shh. Breathing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center. Hands can come to thighs, not the knee joint, and just press yourself on up, slowly, slowly. And then you're going to just take the top of the kneecap with the hand gently. I've got the other hand behind the thigh, and I'm going to circle out any kinks that might have crept in there. And then go the other way, circling, circling, circling. Shh. Lovely. And then bringing that to stillness, I'll do this in profile. Left forearm goes behind the back of the left thigh. You're going to sit nice and tall. Inhale, knee bends. Exhale, leg straightens for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Rebend that knee, float the foot back to earth, shake out those legs. Yes. Here again, I'm going to use one weight, but weights are optional. So again, the legs are coming wide. So in your left hand will be no weight or one weight. No weight would be just a soft fist, all right? So we're going to just start in the middle here. We're going to circle the arm just to get it nice and stretched out. And then we're going to circle the other way. Now this one could be done seated in the chair or standing. If you're feeling really frisky today, you could do this standing. I'll show both versions. You're going to inhale like you're going to drop your weight or your invisible weight. Inhale. And then pull it back like a bow and arrow. Exhale. Doing standing, it would be inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you decide which version you prefer. And we'll go here, starting like you're going to drop the weight, but you're not. Inhale and exhale, sitting tall for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it back here. Keep that elbow moving. Little pumps here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stays back. Now the forearm comes up. This is half goddess arms or goalpost arms. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the arms straight. Half rainbow arc as you just let it float down. Try not just to let it collapse. Resisting the gravity. It's okay if they're shaking. That means that nervous system is adjusting, and then just shake it out. And here again, before we go to the other side, notice the left side of the body, notice the right side of the body. Do they feel the same? Probably not. All right. So now the weight or no weight, if it's no weight, it's just a soft fist or one weight in the hand. And we're just going to circle that arm. Let it get a little stretched out here so that we can pump some more blood, some more chi into those areas. Yes, let's go the other direction. Breathing. And then bringing that to stillness. So you could have left forearm on left thigh, and you're going to drop that right arm down like you're going to drop the weight. Inhale and exhale. If you choose to do it standing, it would be inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So you decide what works for you. Big full breaths now. Inhale and exhale for 8, 7, sitting tall in the middle. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that elbow back, just like you're pulling a bow and arrow for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to stillness now. That forearm goes perpendicular. The upper arm is parallel to the earth. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's okay to say ow. Keep the arm straight and just float that arm down slowly. Half rainbow arc. Oh, lovely, beautiful. And then just shake it out, shake anything out. And again, notice the two sides of the body. This next one, you could do no weight or one weight. The palms will face the midline. If you're not using a weight, just a soft fist. Exhale, right arm into fist into the armpit. Inhale. Exhale, left fist into the armpit. Exhale, side to side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Arms come to straight. The palms face the wall behind you. You might want to scooch forward a little bit on the chair seat. Just don't tip over the chair. Inhale, right arm up to shoulder length. Exhale as you go down. No, exhale up, sorry. Left side, inhale down. Let's do 8 for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let's take that to stillness. Now the palms face your screen or the front of your space. Inhale, biceps, exhale. Open all the way. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze up to the shoulders for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So you're full closure here and then halfway down. So the forearms are parallel to the earth. And you can, if you're using weights, just release the weight grip just slightly. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to parallel to the earth. The upper arms are now glued to those side ribs, so they're not going to move. Inhale, exhale, like you're serving trays to each side. Inhale, exhale, palms face the ceiling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Coming back to center. I'm going to just stand so I can get a better view. So you've got your weights or no weights. You're just going to move the wrist joint only. Inhale, exhale, returning to parallel to the earth. Inhale, exhale, small move for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh boy. Palms now face the earth. Same idea. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Arms come down, lose the weights. Congratulations, we did all that nice weight work. Now that we're going to return to the chair, and I'm going to do this in an angle so you can see. So again, it's best to be in the front half of the seat as opposed to collapsing the back end of the seat. Crown of head still lines up with tailbone, and you're just going to tilt back as though that back body is straight as a diving board, all right? You might want to take the arms out to the side with or without weights, and you're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Tuck the chin for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reclose, arms come down. Let's just lift that right leg. I'm holding the back of the thigh, not the knee. And maybe you want to extend the opposite arms out as you extend that lower leg parallel to the earth. Half upward boat. Breathing, squeeze abdominals for 4, 3, 2, 1. Float arm and leg down. You're still leaning back with a straight back. Lift that left thigh. Got the arm behind the back of the thigh, not the knee. The lower leg is parallel to the earth. The foot is flexed. Opposite hand reaches forward. Pump the belly for 4, 3, 2, 1. And maybe you want to lower it down one more time. But we're going to lean back again with that diving board back. And maybe you want to lift both legs off of the earth. Maybe you don't. Just go to that previous thing we just did if this is too much. And maybe you want to do some Esther Williams fluttering of the feet here. We can pretend we're swimming for 8. Squeeze abdominals. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just floating those legs down, nice and slow. Let's take the feet nice and wide. The arms can come up overhead. And you can just grab opposite wrists maybe, or just interlace the fingers like you're chopping wood. The legs are nice and wide. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Coming back just to normal. We're going to take the feet closer together, the 4 corners of each foot rooting into the earth. Let's just come to a mindful standing position, and we'll just open the arms, open, and then exhale, close, round the spine slightly. Inhale, open, giving yourself a big hug. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's just come back to neutral, and I'll just demo breath of joy. This is fun. It's like you inhale little short breaths each time. So you inhale, side, inhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, forward, inhale, and up, inhale, forward, exhale, and up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go through the legs this time. Exhale all the way down, coming all the way up, standing mountain pose, drop shoulders away from ears, fingers reach to the sky. See if you can drop the eyes closed. If that's too much, soft gaze on the earth for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. You're victorious. Standing pose, you're standing mountain pose. Arms can float down, and then find your way back into your seat very gently. It's okay to sit tall in the back of the chair this time. And then once you're in the chair, feet are flat, rooting down into the earth. The palms could be resting on the thighs. Crown of the head is floating up towards the sky. Imagine the head like a helium balloon. And you can drop the eyes closed and just scan the body here, noticing the effects of the practice and breathing into any residual tension that might remain. And beginning to notice relaxation forming in the soles of the feet, moving up into the feet themselves, and then creeping up over the ankles and the low legs, as though you're just placing those legs into a delicious hot tub. The relaxation envelops the knees now, and then moves up into the thighs, allowing the thighs and the feet and the legs to become very, very heavy. The deep relaxation moves now into the hips, the pelvis, the abdominals, the buttocks relax, the low back releases. And that relaxation, that warmth, flows now up into the belly, the waist, the torso, enveloping the ribs, the heart, the lungs, liver, kidneys, pancreas, spleen, all the vital organs deeply relaxed. It moves now into the shoulders and rolls down both arms all the way to the fingertips, all the way to the fingertips. And then it moves to the throat and the neck. And then it envelops the head all the way to the crown of the head. The back of the neck releases, the face and the jaw let go. The tongue lies at the bottom of the mouth, teeth slightly apart. Eyes sink deep into the skull, as though a white circle of healing light envelops the entire body. Noticing back body and front body, right side and left side. Noticing the whole body together, the whole body together, the whole body together. And here's a poem from Dana Falds called Walk Slowly. It only takes a reminder to breathe, and something in me settles, softens, makes space for imperfection. The harsh voice of judgment drops to a whisper, and I remember again that life isn't a relay race. We will all cross the finish line. It's waking up to life that we were born for. As many times as I forget and catch myself charging forward without even knowing where I am going, that many times I can stop, breathe, and be, and walk slowly into the mystery. So sitting there quietly, noticing the breath flowing in cool, breath flowing out warm. Belly expands on the inhale, belly collapses on the exhale. And on the next inhale, let's float the palms up overhead, hands meet in prayer, dropping down the midline, stopping at the heart, samastiti. May you be happy. May you be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May you know peace. I salute the bright light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Jai Bhagwan. So slowly, slowly, as you are ready, turning your attention back into